Hello, welcome to our daily news, and here are the headlines.
Prime Minister Win Tanzung welcomes Ukrainian Prime Minister Mykola Azarov on his official visit to Vietnam. The ASEAN Defence Ministers meeting retreat convenes in Siem Reap, Cambodia. The Grace Southern Baptist General Confederation holds second general conference in Ho Chi Minh City.
Prime Minister Win Tanzung on November 16 welcomed Ukrainian Prime Minister Mykola Azarov on his official visit to Vietnam. Both held talks right after the welcome ceremony.
In recent years, Ukraine has broadened its relations with the Asian-Pacific region through high-level visits, burgeoning cooperation prospects with regional countries, especially in trade and investment. Vietnam and Ukraine have long enjoyed traditional friendship and multifaceted cooperation. Economic ties between the two nations have developed positively, with two-way trade in 2011 reaching $300 million. During their talks, the two prime ministers discussed ways to further strengthen the traditional friendship between their countries, as well as cooperation in trade and investment, national security and defence. They agreed to continue to utilise each other's strengths and seek ways to raise bilateral trade between the two countries, focusing on cooperation in the energy and manufacturing sectors. They also reached high-level consensus to foster cooperation in military technology and other sectors such as agriculture, banking, culture, education and training, and science and technology. In an interview granted to the Vietnam news agency, the Ukrainian Prime Minister spoke of ways to increase economic and trade ties between Ukraine and Vietnam. He mentioned the signing of a free trade agreement to remove obstacles to trade and export. He also underlined the acceleration of investment promotion in both countries and the provision of capital for their export industries. Ukraine is host to more than 10,000 Vietnamese people living and working in various industries, in addition to over 10,000 Vietnamese students, he added. He said the Vietnamese community has made important contributions to Ukraine's socio-economic development and pledged that his government will create the best conditions possible to enable them to take a greater part in Ukraine's development. Early on November 15th, Prime Minister Azarov attended a trade conference jointly organised by the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and the Ukraine Embassy in Vietnam. Mr. Azarov applauded the consideration of a free trade agreement between the two countries and affirmed that Ukraine will step up the process of this agreement to benefit businesses of both countries. During the event that involved the participation of 40 Ukrainian companies, Mr. Azarov said he believes that two-way trade has yet to match the potential of the two countries and is likely to significantly increase in the future. Besides trade, he also outlined industry, aircraft manufacturing, energy, shipbuilding, pharmaceutical and machinery as other promising sectors for bilateral cooperation. Minister of Industry and Trade, Mr. Vu Wei Huang, cited that two-way trade between the two countries in the first 9 months of this year reached $198 million. However, he said, there is room for Vietnam and Ukraine to further promote their relations.
The ASEAN Defence Ministers Meetings retreat convened in Siem Reap, Cambodia on November 16. It saw the attendance of defence leaders of 10 ASEAN member states and ASEAN Secretary General Suri Pitsuwan.
Opening the retreat, Cambodian Deputy Prime Minister and Defence Minister Tia Ban said ASEAN's role as an architect of regional security is increasingly recognised and lauded by the international community. He outlined that security issues remain the core elements to the reinforcement and maintenance of regional and global security, and that the ASEAN Defence Ministers meeting has made every effort to realise the approved targets and concepts to shoulder its responsibility. The defence leader discussed defence and security matters of each country alongside the common challenges facing them all and the whole region. They looked at a wide range of measures intended to step up defence cooperation among the group's states to serve the establishment of an ASEAN community of peace, stability and development. They adopted a joint statement on enhancing ASEAN's unity towards a harmonious and secure community. At the retreat, Brunei took over the right to host ASEAN's defence meetings in 2013 when it becomes chair of the bloc. On the fringes of the retreat, Defence Minister Phung Quang Thang met with his Cambodian counterpart Tia Ban. They agreed to further strengthen bilateral cooperation, primarily in defence sector human resource training and in building a borderline of peace, stability and mutual development for the common interest of the two peoples. General Thang also met with Brunei's Deputy Defence Minister Muhammad Yasmin Umar. The two sides agreed to support and participate in defence cooperation activities within the ASEAN framework, as well as humanitarian and disaster aid drills.
The Grace Southern Baptist General Confederation held its second general conference in Ho Chi Minh City on November 16. The two-day event drew 500 delegates, including 98 dignitaries and followers from 22 southern cities and provinces.
Addressing the conference, an official from the Government Committee for Religious Affairs stressed that the state consistently implements policies to respect and ensure people's rights to religious freedom. The issuance and implementation of legal documents on religious issues have met the legitimate aspirations of religious people, Protestants in particular, he said. The Grace Southern Baptist General Confederation was established in November 1962 in Ho Chi Minh City and recognized by the government as a religious organization in 2008. This year's conference will review the 2008-12 operational period, elect a new executive board for the second tenure, and adopt the 2012-16 working plan.
An annual tourism real estate management and investment conference in Ho Chi Minh City on November 15 highlights strategies that can utilize Vietnam's strengths in domestic tourism and service sectors to attract more foreign tourists to the country. The National Administration of Tourism forecasts 6.5 million foreign visitors and 23 million domestic trips for 2012. This is estimated to earn the tourism sector 150 trillion Vietnam dongs, a 21% increase from the 2011 figures and 10% of the national GDP. Diverse beauty sports and abundant potential in hotel development bring many opportunities for Vietnam to promote its tourism sector. However, the shortage of a skilled workforce is still an obstacle preventing investment in the country's tourism sector. During the conference, international experts showcased new business models that can adapt to market changes and follow customer trends, while aiding investors build and manage villas, hotels, and resorts. They also recommended exploiting tourism real estate as a method to attract more FDI to the sector in time of a slumping property market. The United Nations Population Fund released its 2012 World Population Report in Vietnam on November 15. It highlighted family planning as a basic human right that significantly benefits socio-economic development. According to the report, 2,023 million women living in developing countries are unable to exercise that right for lack of access to contraception, information, and services. Of the 80 million unplanned pregnancies that are projected to occur in 2012, an estimated 40 million will end in abortion, causing financial suffering to their family and society, is said. Statistics from the Ministry of Health and other sources show that Vietnam has made progress in family planning. Birth control has been successfully integrated into the healthcare service, with 78% of females between the ages of 15 and 49 practicing some kinds of birth control. The report pointed out that family planning brings significant benefits for both women and society. The Ha Long Shipbuilding Company, a member of the Vietnam Shipbuilding Industry Corporation VNA, successfully launched the 53,000-ton cargo ship from the northern port city of Ha Long on November 15. The Thor Bray, or HL-15, is the first joint venture product between the Ha Long Shipbuilding Company and Thailand's Torres and Thai Ocean Company. The ship is 190 meters long and 32.26 meters wide, with a cargo capacity of 65,700 cubic meters. The vessel is equipped with 5 hydraulic lifts and 4 cranes capable of lifting 36 tons. This is the 953,000-ton ship in the series of vessels the Ha Long Shipbuilding Company is manufacturing for export. And that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.